Hello students. Today in this video we will learn how to complete the activities given in English workshop. As we have already seen the chapter Three Visions for India. This chapter gives us the idea of a developed nation which is given by the former president of India, scientist, missile man, Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam. Okay, today by studying the chapter, we have to complete the activities as we have already seen the topic, and today we will learn how to complete. Now, in the first activity, we have to complete the profile of Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam with the information that we learn from the lesson. Here, profile name is given there. What is the profile name? Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam. It is already given there. Now, title. Now, what is the title of given to the Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam? Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam was actually the 11th, what we can say now, he was the he was the 11th president. 11th president. He was 11th president of India, right? Okay. Later, profession, we have to write about his profession. He was distinguished aerospace scientist. He was distinguished means famous aerospace scientist. He was aerospace scientist. SCIENTIST, aerospace scientist. Aerospace scientist. Understand? Now the next branch of science. So he belongs to aeronautical engineering. What is there? Aeronautical engineering. So here you can write aeronautical engineering. Understand? In this way you can write here. Understand? The next is important position in the government held. What kind of important positions he held there? Okay, here he was a scientist. We can write now he was a scientist definitely. Similarly, he was a teacher also. We can write teacher. And most important, he was a statesman. He was a statesman. Understand? In this way we can write what kind of important position in government he held. Now, three visions for India. Now, which were the three visions for India? He has written there three visions for India. We have to write. That is, first is freedom. Second is development. DEVLOPMENT, development. And the last one is there standing up. These are the three visions of Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam for our country. Understand? In this way you have to complete the activity. Now let us move to the second activity that we have to complete. We have to use internet or dictionary, and with the help of this internet or dictionary, what we have to do is there we have to note down the difference between the following things are there. Yes, now which things mentioned here? The first is given difference between, we have to note down the difference between developing nation and a developed nation. Okay, so what is meant by the developing nation and what is meant by developed nation? We will see now. What is the mean by developing? A developing nation means nation which are facing the beginning of industrialization are called the developing nation. Second, what is meant by the developed nation? This developed nation means nation which are independent and prosperous are known as a developed nation. Understand? Here in the developing nation we can write birth rate and death rate are high. In developed nation birth rate and death rate are low. Understand? In the developing nation the standard of people is moderate or low. In developed nation the standard of living of the people is high. We can compare our country with America, and with the help of this comparison you can also write down the answer. Similarly, we have to write down the difference between self-reliant and self-assured. So what is meant by the self-reliant and what is meant by the self-assured? So first we will talk about self-reliant. Self-reliant means depending on yourself, depending on yourself, on yourself, or we can also say not rely, not relying, sorry, not relying, relying on someone, for help. Understand? So that is called the self reliant. Understand? Now let us see what is meant by the self assured. Now self assured means showing confidence, showing confidence in what, you are sure of your own abilities. So this is the difference that we can say between self-reliant and self-assured. Now let us understand our strength and our achievements. Our strength and our achievements. First, what is meant by our strength? Our strength means, so I am giving you the explanation here. The state or quality of a person of being strong, right, or having capacity, it is known as our strengths are there. Understand? Now what is our achievements are there? Achievements means an achievement is something which someone has succeeded or succeeded, here you can write now succeeded in doing especially efforts or skill or courage. So this is actually known as the achievement is there. Understand? Next we find difference between farm and granary. So first of all try to understand what is meant by farm. Farm is a area or is an area, sorry, it is an area of land, it is an area of land that is devoted, that is devoted primarily, that is devoted primarily to agricultural process, processes, agriculture processes, understand, with the objective of producing food, understand, this is the actual is the meaning. Now what is meant by the granary? Granary is a storehouse. What is the granary? Granary is a storehouse, understand, or a room in a barn for threshold, for threshold granary of, for threshold grain or animal feed. In this way we have to write down. And the last one is given here, a remote sensing satellite and a natural satellite. So what is the difference between remote sensing satellite? So remote sensing satellites are aircraft based, they are aircraft based, sorry, aircraft based, based to detect, to detect and classify, to detect and classify object, object on earth, object on the earth, including surface or in the atmosphere or ocean. Such type of object is used there. Now what is meant by the natural satellite? Natural satellite is a celestial body, it is celestial body. Celestial means what its nature has created, celestial body, celestial body in space, revolving in an orbit, right, celestial body in space that orbits, you can write now, that orbits around a large body, a large body is there, understand, just like moon is there, moon is the natural satellite of earth, so moon we can call there moon, moon is the natural satellite of earth, understand. In this way we can write down the difference between these concepts which are already we have discussed in this chapter. Now the next is there, find evidence from the lesson and write in your own words. So we have to find out evidence, evidence means proofs, understand, from the lesson we have to find out some proofs in order to the following, in support of the following statements. What is there? India respect the freedom of other countries, or India respect the freedom of others. We have to write down this with the help of the example. So how India is respecting the freedom of other countries, we have to find out with the chapter that we have already seen here. Okay, so I already told you India never attacks neighboring country and never tried to capture their territory. So though the people from all over the world have come and invade us, India was attacked by so many peoples from the foreign, from other countries, but India never attacked and grabbed the land of other country. So this is one of the example is there. Second one is there, it is a time to see ourselves as a developed nation. So, what kind of a proof or evidence is given in this chapter? In this chapter, we find India is among the top 5 nations of the world in terms of GDP, that is gross domestic product. We have a 10% growth rate in the most area, and our achievements are being globally recognized, and therefore this is the proof that will show that India is now transforming into a developed nation. Third statement is there, we Indians are obsessed with the foreign things. Yeah, definitely we are using so many foreign things are there, right? So in support of this one, we have to find out the sentence or proof from the lesson. We Indians are obsessed with the foreign things as we want foreign TVs, foreign shirts, foreign mobile phones, understand, particularly from China, and we are also hiring the foreign technology. Therefore, these are the example which shows that the Indian are obsessed with the foreign things. Obsessed means Indians are crazy about foreign things, understand, we can say in this way. The next sentence, in Israel the media have a positive outlook and self respect. Look at now, in support of this sentence we have to write down the statement. So which is there, in Israel, after a lot of attack and bombardment, the death had taken place. The front page of the newspaper had a picture of Jewish gentleman who in 5 years had transformed his desert land into a orchard farm and greenery. The glory details or the gory details of killing, bombardment and death were buried among the news inside the newspaper. Yes, so look at now, even though whatever the wrong things are happening there, Israel media will not highlight them, they will just highlight the positive things. So therefore this explanation will give you idea how Israel media have a positive outlook and self respect. Now India, the next is the India has a many amazing success stories. So which are the amazing success stories given in India? In this chapter we have to find, India is the second largest producer of the wheat in the world. This is one. Second largest producer of the rice. Okay. Third is India is the first in milk production and number of the remote sensing satellite. And what is there, the fourth important thing that we have to mention here, tribal villages are transformed into the self-sustaining driving units. Self-sustaining, self-driving units. In this way we can write amazing stories about India with the help of the chapter, understand. So in this way we have covered first 3 activities based on the chapter titled 3 Visions for India. You have to read this chapter once again and complete the given activities along with the description. So that's all. Thank you.